Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to our Assassin's Creed Origins playthrough. Um, so hopefully this recording will work as, we'll have the glitch cured. I don't know if it will or not. I'm going to let that community challenge thingy filter out before I begin properly. And I'm going to begin by checking the mini-map, hoping that it'll have worked. If it hasn't, well, I'm just gonna do this anyways. Let's see. Okay, so it did work, fortunately. So as you can see, we now have all the information that we were missing. With, like, the Temple of Hatshepsut, everything down here, like Luxor. And yeah, as you can see, we uncovered the Theban necropolis. Now what's left of the Valley of the Kings. Within the heart of the Theban necropolis is the Valley of the Kings, home of the rock-carved tombs of the pharaohs, the Wasat Desert, which I'm not going to read, Yebu Nome, which I'm not going to read, and Thebes Nome, which I'm not going to read. Now, I'm not actually going to do anything up here yet, because I'm not going to try to go after the relic quite yet in Lady of Grace. I want to do Edaug-ethanb Rising. Bayek seeks out the High Priestess Isadora. Though she believes the curse is Amun's will, she tells him of a cult in the farmlands which worships a risen pharaoh. In the Temple of Karnak, the god's wife offers her daily honorifics to Amun, the lord of Thebes. But outside the streets, his people cower and cry, their lives ravaged by the pharaoh's curse. Bayek seeks out her counsel and discovers that Isadora believes the curse is a punishment from Amun for the tomb robbers, probably true. Bayek sets out to prove the curse is the work of men, not gods. Well, I'd say at least the men starting off the curse, or creating the curse, was probably the will of Amun, but from there I do not know. So let's just kind of get all this stuff dealt with. One more melee weapon to deal with. Hopefully that did it. Yep, that did. Alright, so as you can see with the inventory, I still have stuff like Papyrus Quest, Myths of the Pharaohs. I assume that's new. And then I have a couple animal goods and a tambourine. Oh, I have this as well, which is an auction invitation. Says this auction is for a relic from the tomb of Nefertiti. It is due to take place on a small island outside Thebes, which it did happen, and everyone got captured by soldiers. Let's see, and we also have star shards. Shards of star meteoric or a very rare metal sent by the gods. It is only found in the Valley of the Kings. Okay, that's very interesting. Now, there are some things to do here beforehand. I'm probably just gonna spend today doing a couple of random things like question marks and sync points and stuff before I head up next episode, which will be the final one of this chunk, to do Edaug-ethanb Rising. Alright, and then this over here is Thebes Nome, which I might also just, you know what, let's actually uncover Thebes Nome today. So that's, Thebes Nome, comprising the ancient oh, I've already read that. Comprising the ancient capital of Egypt from the east of the Nile and the necropolis to the west, Thebes Nome is the fourth province of Upper Egypt. And actually, I kept on saying that the east was the land of the dead in the Nile. I was totally wrong. The west is the land of the dead. So yeah, I was stupid, sue me. I have very poor directions of east and west. And why does that look like graffiti? But no, my sense of east, west, left, right, east, west, north, south, and west and and right, left are horrible. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I want to go here. So it was only fitting that I was going to screw it up that badly, forgetting which way was east and which one was west. Alright. Let's see. So we'll go talk to the High Priestess of Amun later. Theban Archive. I can't wait to... Or, it would be really cool if you could read stuff in the Theban Archive. I don't think you'll be able to. Let me just check. I think you might be able to. Either that or it's overrun by soldiers and loot. Yeah, we're gonna uncover Thebes Nome. Simply because I'm curious about it. And I gotta say, I'm not really surprised that a cult has popped up in the presence of a doomsday-like thing, which would be the Pharaoh's curse. That, to me, is perfect breeding grounds for a cult. Now let's enter Thebes Gnome. We're officially in Thebes Gnome, even if it isn't registering, because we're technically right on the border. We're essentially in harvest fields. Is that cabbage? I'm not quite sure. Yeah, let's just run for as long as I need to. This kind of reminds me of Canopus Gnome. Here's a road. I don't know if it once we cross this road. Nope, still hasn't shown up. Huh. Wonder how far I'll have to go before it finally shows up. Looks like much of Thebes Gnome is just desert once you kind of pass the crops. And the reason why I'm not checking the map to see if I'm in Thebes Gnome is because then you won't get the cool little sign of new location discovered. Or new region discovered. Thebes Gnome. So yeah, once you kind of cross these hills and looked out into the desert, over there to the northeast is Sinai. Over there, I'm not really quite sure what's over there, but those mountain ranges is probably the border of Thebes Gnome. So let's take a look. Thebes Gnome looks to be mostly desert, but yeah, like I said, these mountain ranges are the border. This DLC is actually probably ringed on all sides by mountains. As a kind of natural barrier. Alright. So now that I've uncovered it, let's see. Let's head to the Theban archive. We have the Theban dock guard post as well. So we have a couple of things to do. I'm actually going to do the dock guard post first. I'm going to fast travel into Thebes proper. But yeah, we'll do this episode, which is going to be just doing some random stuff around Thebes, enjoying ourselves, kind of relishing in the fact that the glitch has been righted. So yeah, we'll do that for the next 15 minutes or so. Probably a little bit more, actually. In the next episode, 146, is when we'll do the Edaug-ethanb Rising. Kind of funny because I think that there were probably moderate and a lot of moderate members of the Order of the Ancients, but somehow I just don't see there being that many moderate hidden ones, though I could see there being moderate assassins once the Templar Brotherhood was established. That's when you'll probably start seeing more moderate members of what was originally the hidden ones. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, by the Hagia Sophia, when in Valhalla, when Sigurd wants to go raid it, if I'm not mistaken, it's still a Christian church then. However, I know for a fact that eventually it does become a mosque. With the decline of the Byzantine Empire and the rise of the Ottomans. So yeah, I do remember that for those of you who are probably going to mention that in the comment section. Or at least I am aware of it. Let's just deal with the spearmen. Here's the thing. These spearmen, I probably fear them a lot more if they were a phalanx. But since they aren't in phalanx formation and they're just kind of scattered fighting, they really just feel like people, or just people playing at soldiers. As I grabbed a new sickle sword. Even dock guard post is done, that's enough. My blue lotus wine. Dimas, why is my last shipment taking so long? You assured me that you are a reputable man and I paid you double to deliver it early. Still the priests at the temple have not received it. One of them, Sab, berated me at length. Had some crazy idea that Sobek had swallowed your ship. But I know your ship docked in Thebes, so where's my damned wine? That's interesting. It would actually be kind of cool if that was a side quest right there. That would be pretty cool. Because then you could uncover it and you could find out whether or not Sobek really sank the ship, or swallowed the ship, which something tells me is the case. Are these guards? Or are those just civilians? Nope, just civilians. Alright, move along, civilians, while I go to the Theban archives to go raid and loot and pillage. Because Bayek the Magi is more of a looter than an actual Magi. Or, sorry, is more of a loot goblin than an actual Magi. Alright, let's head in there. So that was a fun little excursion. Now another one. Fun fact, most pirates didn't actually wear eye patches, the stereotypical eye patch, because they were missing an eye. They used it so that way they were able to see in the dark. Because when your eye is naturally accustomed to the dark, you're not able to see better per se, but stuff like lines and ridges, for instance, you'll be are a lot sharper in image, so a ship will stick out to your eye from the sea, from your sensitive eye, in a way that it won't to the eye that isn't covered. New location discovered, Temple of Karnak. Oh, sorry, a bit tired. Alrighty, so there's the Temple of Karnak. Now let's go loot up. Sorry, I don't mean to push a whole line of a new Pharaoh's Shadow. Something tells me this Pharaoh's Shadow is going to disappear before I get a chance to even take it on. Alright, so Pharaoh's Curse. Is it going to be the same one as last time? I mean, I guess these Pharaoh's Shadows are kind of like the bounty hunters, the Phylacti and the Shadow of the Scarabs. With the Shadow of the North and the Shadow of the South, who, by the way, are still roaming around, quite alive, because I didn't kill them when I was in Sinai, because I didn't think I'd be able to. However, after facing the Pharaoh, once we arrived here in Thebes, I'm of the opinion that I could take him on, and I might, kind of depends on what happens, go back to Sinai after this, just take a break from Egypt proper and go back and finish everything in Sinai. We don't know about this shadow is going to return to the underworld by the time I arrive. Oh no, it's going to appear when I arrive. So this is the same, or this is actually a different one than the ones that I was facing. It's much longer, taller, and thinner, and oh my god. Well, I'm gonna desync before I take it out. This guy's dead, unfortunately. Despite my best efforts. I mean, I'm repeatedly striking it, and I'm still glad it's not focusing on me. Come on, finish it. There's Shadow vanished, the curse is lifted. So we won't see that one again, even though 2 civilians died to make it happen. A guy and a gal. So we got 3 more shards of a star and some more of the back man. Alright, now that was a stressful fight, because I thought that Pharaoh was going to kill me. So let's go up and go loot some stuff, the Theban archives. There's no sense in letting good loot go to waste. And leaving loot in the hands of Greek soldiers definitely letting it go to waste. Lily pad, why can't I bounce off of it onto the wall like you can in Fortnite? Alright, so let's go make sure that we aren't putting the loot to waste. Don't worry, everyone. I'm only here to liberate the Theban loot. Or Theban loot. Alright, that's easy.
What?
I was gonna say, imagine if that was the only guy here. Nope, of course I have to do something like this. Overpower attack. For the XP. Alright, time to loot. Loot and pillage like the Bayek I am.
You're finished.
Oh, Mr. Spearman, you really should have stayed in the phalanx, because then you had a shot at killing me. Now you're just pathetic. So let's loot it up. We still need more we still have more treasure to find though here in the Theban archives. I get the feeling I know where it is. Let me just test my suspicion. It's gonna be up here. Yep, that was right. Alright. Just gotta climb the stairs.
Hey now.
Like, once again. Wow, that guy went flying. What was I saying about the whole... Okay. What was I saying about, phalanxes as compared to regular, just individual spearmen? Phalanx, scary and hard to deal with. Regular spearmen, pathetic. Just gotta, essentially you just gotta outrun regular spearmen because they don't move fast normally. Whereas, with a phalanx, that weakness is not an issue because you're getting cut up by, or because you're too busy getting cut up by the phalanx. Alright, just gotta keep hacking in order to deal with groups. Alright, let's see. It looks like we got about 4 minutes left. However, I have dealt with this whole guard area. So I'm actually gonna head over for this sync point now and hope that I can use my sync point over here because the master of the secret things is in the way. Alright, let's just hope there isn't any... Okay, so there is a side quest over there, or a revenge quest, but they were bugged out, and they were probably, revenge quests have been bugged out for me for a while, and that was probably what caused my mini map to go haywire. So I'm not gonna touch it. But yeah. Now, I am going to play, like I said, Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery, and I am considering sometime down the line playing Horizon Zero Dawn. However, as I've said before, if I am going to play those games, they're either going to go in the 9 a.m. slot or more likely go into the 5 p.m. slot. However, if indeed, say, I play Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery and it goes into the 5 p.m. slot, and I'm currently playing Odyssey, I'll give some warning because I'll know that, hey, it's shipping out and such. So I'll be able to give you guys some warning and say, hey, this series is going to be put on hold till I finish that game. So that's probably going to be a few months. But yeah, I do want to play Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy. And I want to finish it before I move on. And that's a game that I'm super excited for because I really enjoy all sorts of novels, whether they be Warhammer or Harry Potter or Star Wars or Legend Star Wars. I don't really like Disney Star Wars because Disney should have never dealt with Star Wars in my opinion. I mean, the movies are horrible, the books are horrible, everything's horrible. Bebnum's house is a fast travel point. Alright. That's very interesting. Oh, it's here in Thebes Gnome. So this sync point that I'm after is in Thebes Gnome. Okay. So I think that, let's see. Actually, I want to check something. So we got about a minute and a half till we hit 20 minutes. So yeah, this is indeed Thebes Gnome. I thought this was Thebes, but then again, that would make sense. Alright, so this episode's going to be a bit shorter, unfortunately. Losers Weepers. Side quest level 50. Wow. Now, I'm going to go over my plans. So, this is going to be even shorter than normal, because normally I don't go over my plans to the 20-minute mark. However, this is still going to count as a 20-minute episode. So, yeah, actually, what's that picture? I want to see... Like, there are some very cool pictures, like this one, that I just don't really see. That's a beautiful entry picture. Or that most people don't really see because these were either taken recently or not really, or haven't been seen before. Okay, so that's the lady merchant, and that's a cool picture of the Pharaoh's Curse. So actually, I'm curious. Can I see what the Pharaoh's Curses are at any point? My photos. Well, I don't have any in Thebes, but... Whoops, I have some in Sakata Gnome. Or I have one in Sakata Gnome. Crap. Don't tell me the map's broken. Okay, good. That scared me for a second. So I can't see the photos, but I was trying to find the legend. So Anubis Shadow, Shadows of the Scarab, Pharaoh's Curse, Scorpion Lair. I've never seen a scorpion, or I haven't seen a scorpion lair yet. What else? Ibex Lair, I've seen that. Myths of the Pharaohs. Permanent location, virus, someone's online, align the stars. Alright, I'm just kind of taking a look at what's where and what's new. But yeah, next time we will be heading over and doing the Aten Rising side quest. And then I'm going to cut off this recording chunk. And my plans are to play through Origins for the most part, then play through Odyssey. And probably while I'm playing through Odyssey, I'm going to do Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy. If, for whatever reason, I finish Odyssey and there's less than a month until Hogwarts Legends comes out, which I don't think will happen, but if that does indeed happen, then I'm just going to do Fortnite videos until that comes out. Simply so that way I don't start a Valhalla series and then pause it for months. I do plan to eventually play Horizon Zero Dawn, or at least I'm considering it, sorry. So yeah, plenty of content left to go. Don't think that once this series is over, I'm just going straight back to Fortnite. I definitely intend to play multiple other games. Anyways, let's synchronize to end the episode.